In the fight against COVID-19, testing offers another layer of protection in addition to vaccines. Go to vdh.virginia.gov and search by zip code to find a free COVID-19 test near you. A message from your Virginia Department of Health.
There are no shortcuts to mastering one's craft. Gifted athletes still train hard. Great scientific minds relentlessly study the world around us. And talented leaders always strive to be better. NASDAQ's World Reimagined is a podcast for becoming a better, more effective leader. Tune in weekly for conversations with global leaders from the boardroom to the battlefield and beyond. For lessons worth hearing, listen today wherever you get your podcasts.
Coming up.
For the first time since the pandemic started, a Prince George's County megachurch holds in-person service. I'm Acacia James.
A small business owner reacts to the district's latest indoor mask order. I'm Melissa Howell.
D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser accused of going maskless after reinstating the mask mandate. That coming up. It's 5 o'clock.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Linda Kenyon in Washington. West Virginia Democratic Senator Joe Manchin on CBS's Face the Nation about the prospects of passing an infrastructure bill.
We're trying to show the whole world that we can operate. We're trying to show the country that we're back and we can do things in a bipartisan way. This is one of the big things. We don't expect to do the next bill bipartisan. That's reconciliation. Right. That's strictly party line vote.
Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is optimistic about passing the bipartisan bill.
Given the thoroughly bipartisan nature of the bill, I expect we'll be able to consider all the relevant amendments and finish the bill in a matter of days.
Senator Schumer speaking during a rare Sunday session. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot says she can't emphasize this enough.
The vaccine, the vaccine, the vaccine. That's the tool that we have to help ourselves, to help our family, our community, our city. And it works. It's effective, it's safe, and it will save your life.
In Indianapolis, School Superintendent Alicia Johnson says all students and staff are required to wear masks when classes begin later this month. It's a change from previous guidance.
This is ongoing. We will get new information. The context might change. And so it's our job and our role to be responsive.
Previously, the district was requiring masks only for people who are unvaccinated. The new guidance requires masks regardless of vaccination status. The moratorium on evictions has expired. Chad Van Horn is an attorney in Fort Lauderdale.
People don't realize evictions run very fast in Florida. So you're talking 3-day notice, 5 days to respond, and then you're out. You're out in 2 weeks.
Neither Congress nor the White House took action to head off the evictions. The latest at the Tokyo Olympics, no word from gymnast Simone Biles on whether she will compete in the last event, still open to her. And there's a political issue now.
From Belarus, a female sprinter is asking the International Olympic Committee for help. She says she's being forced to return to her country without her consent. She wants the IOC to intervene. She has released a short video on social media. According to some reports, she has asked the Japanese government for political asylum.
Correspondent Steve Futterman in Tokyo. And one big result, Marcel Jacobs of Italy wins the men's 100-meter race as track and field events get underway. A shooting in Baton Rouge, Louisiana this morning.
We have 4 that are injured, 1 person that's deceased, and it's very much an active investigation, but there is no active threat to the public right now.
Casey Hicks is a spokesperson for the East Baton Rouge Parish Sheriff's Office. This is CBS News.
With Indeed Instant Match, just sponsor a post and immediately receive a short list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
5:05 Sunday, August 1st, 2021. Gradual clearing tonight. 78 headed down to the 60s. Good afternoon, I'm Dick Iuliano. Top local stories we're following this hour. For the first time in more than 16 months, people returned to the sanctuary of a megachurch in Prince George's County.
Reed Temple in Glendale last held an in-person service March 14th of last year. Now, for the first time since then, the church reopened its doors for its members.
It was great seeing people in service today. It was almost overwhelming.
Pastor Pastor Mark E. Whitlock says no pastor had ever been trained for a pandemic before, so he had to do some learning when their doors closed.
At the end of the day, we still have to run a mega church, and if we're not meeting the needs of the people, we just will reduce in size.
And when it comes to encouraging members to get vaccinated,
we are encouraging our congregation to motivate, stimulate, even if you have to irritate people to get vaccinated.
Acacia James, WTOP News.
Despite many places reopening, some business owners are worried the district's latest mask mandate could set them back.
Over at the Flow Yoga Center in Northwest, founder Deborah Mishalov says the new mask order took her by surprise.
We want to support whatever we need to do to get our city and country on track. My second reaction as a very small business owner was, oh no, what does this mean?
Mishalov says they've taken steps to keep things safe by requiring IDs and vaccination cards.
We have a lot of outdoor classes, which has been really nice, but I already see the impact with people having to wear masks. Our signups got cut down in half as soon as that happened.
She's now hopeful there will be more programs put in place to help small businesses.
It's a tough thing right now that we're all experiencing.
Melissa Howell, WTOP News.
D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser is getting flack after the Washington Examiner published a photo of her at a wedding not wearing a mask on the same day the city imposed its latest mask mandate. Fox 5 also showed a video of the mayor officiating at the Adams Morgan Hotel rooftop wedding. The mayor's spokeswoman says the ceremony was outdoors where masks are not required. LaToya Foster also tells WTOP the mayor wore a mask indoors, and if she was photographed without it, it was when she was eating or drinking. While D.C. is requiring masks indoors again, so is Alexandria. And come this Thursday, Montgomery County could potentially vote to have a new indoor mask mandate in place.
The virus doesn't know any, jurisdictional boundaries at all or respect them.
Montgomery County Council President Tom Hucker says while the county isn't seeing a substantial amount of new COVID infections,
but the cases are rising, not just in Montgomery County, but of course D.C. D.C. already put this mandate in place.
That's why he's convened the council to meet as the Board of Health on Thursday to discuss if an indoor mask mandate should be reinstated. County Executive Mark Elrich calls on one to be put in place if the county sees 50 cases per 100,000 residents over the past 7 days. Also to be discussed when it comes to county employees,
to either require them to be vaccinated at some point or to submit to testing.
Mike Murillo, WTOP News.
Both the local police department and fire department now have artifacts of the World Trade Center as the nation prepares to mark the 20th anniversary of the 9/11 attacks.
The words "Never Forget" are written on the front of a piece of steel beam unveiled in a ceremony outside of the Arlington courthouse.
It's important that we all pause to remember and reflect on all the lives that were tragically lost.
Arlington Police Chief Andy Penn said the gift from the Tunnel to Towers Foundation will be displayed prominently at the Arlington Police Station. DC Fire got a piece of beam, too, at a ceremony at the DC Armory. Penn said the donation has special significance to the department as they lost Officer Harvey Snook to cancer in 2016, related to his work on the recovery efforts at the Pentagon.
He was here when I started as a police officer, a wonderful officer, a wonderful human being.
Valerie Bonk, WTOP News.
Coming up, traffic and weather, and then COVID has brought big changes to our food-related decisions. 5:07.
Running a business comes with pressure. Remote workforces, HR compliance, retaining top talent. You start to feel boxed in. Fortunately, there's Insperity. They put 30-plus years of HR service and technology to work, offering my employees competitive benefit options while lightening my HR load. Instead of obstacles, I'm surrounded by people empowered to be their best. With Insperity, nothing seems...
The rich and powerful want us to think the economy is a line on a stock market ticker. That's wrong. The economy is powered by us. It's what we create, what we buy, what we need. President Biden has proposed bold public investments in jobs and families, but more is needed. We need housing, healthcare, caregiving, action on the climate crisis, and millions of good-paying jobs. This is our moment to finally unlock prosperity for all of us. For more information, go to prosperus.org. That's prosperus.org.
A message from Virginia Department of Health. Not feeling well? Your symptoms may not be allergies or a cold. They may be an early sign of COVID-19. Go to vdh.virginia.gov and search by your zip code and find a COVID-19 testing site near you.